Let's go, guys. Welcome into Rover Sports. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. It is time. It is time. We are on the live dashboard. It's time to get this thing rocking. It's time to get this thing rolling. We are live. It's Insomnia Sports. It's Rover freaking Sports. The damn show. And we are live and we are rolling. Freaking Sports. The damn show. And we are live and we are rolling. Please come into the channel. Please come and join me as tonight the Carolina Panthers head to Pittsburgh to face the Pittsburgh Steelers. We are live and we are rolling. Okay. So tonight's game, I believe that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win this game going away tonight. That is my prediction. I am very confident in that prediction. I don't think Cam Newton is going to bring his A game on the road whatsoever. So I look at tonight. I look at Pittsburgh. And I don't think that the Steelers are going to... I think that the Carolina Panthers are going to get killed by the Pittsburgh Steelers tonight. The first half line was 5. The Steelers are going to cover that with absolute ease. The Steelers are going to crush the Carolina Panthers. I don't trust Cam Newton going to Heinz Field. You look at Sean Davis. You look at TJ Watt. The Pittsburgh defense is going to play outstanding. I mean, these Pittsburgh Steelers have just beaten the Ravens. The Steelers this year have just beaten the Browns. They've avenged their loss to the Browns. They're 5-3-2. This is an elite level Pittsburgh team. The Steelers are going to handle Carolina with absolute ease, as the game is 20 minutes away here on the East Coast and everywhere, in fact. This is Insomnia Sports. Our logo is arriving, and we are doing this live. So for everybody out there watching all around the country, this is your nonstop shop for sports. And this is Insomnia freaking Sports. So we cannot wait to bring this game to you live. This game will be on Fox, Big Fox. And it should be very, very, very exciting. I think it's one of the best Thursday night games we've ever had, because you have Cam Newton, Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore. DJ Moore's playing a lot better. You have Greg Olsen. Then for the Steelers, Juju, Antonio Brown. And then looming over is Le'Veon Bell. And will Le'Veon Bell play? And that's a question that we have to decipher. Is Le'Veon Bell going to be playing anytime soon, or is it going to be James Conner, the running back out of Pittsburgh, the University of Pittsburgh? So that's something that is going to be interesting to monitor. Tonight on tonight's show, we might have Jet Central. We might even have our buddy, Chris, the entertainer, come on the show as well throughout the evening. To talk Carolina Panthers and to talk Pittsburgh Steelers. This is the live play-by-play broadcast of the show. So hope everybody is doing well. I might go ahead and get some of my lineup cards. I can actually pull up the starting lineups for this game right here. So for the Carolina Panthers, when we start to look at the Panthers, okay, their starting offensive line, I will tell you this as follows, okay? The Carolina Panthers are starting Chris Clark as their left tackle, Greg Van Roten is the left guard. The center is Ryan Khalil, number 67, who's been there forever. Trey Turner, number 70, is the right guard, and the right tackle is Taylor Moton. Their tight end this year, 4th-round pick, Ian Thomas. Now, I wonder if he's related to Logan Thomas. Let's see where Ian Thomas went to school. He went to school at the University of Indiana. He's been utilized in the passing game lately. Ian Thomas is a very good player. Let's go to Panthers Football Reference. I'll give you all the statistics on this football team right now, right here and right now. And, of course, if you guys have any particular questions, don't be afraid to say so yourself, okay? Don't be afraid to say if you have any particular questions. Don't be afraid to ask, okay? I am here to answer all and any questions. So, when we look at the Carolina Panthers, we look at them on Pro Football Reference, okay? We're going to go on ProFootballReference.com, and what we're going to see from Carolina this year is that Carolina actually lost to the Atlanta Falcons in week numero dos. But the Carolina Panthers now are 6-2 on the season under Ron Rivera. We know that North Turner is their offensive coordinator. Eric Washington took over because Steve Wilkes departed to go to the Arizona Cardinals as a head football coach. So let's look at their games and their schedules, which I will do immediately here. So they started off right. They beat the Cowboys 16-8. That was a game where I expected Dallas to actually win that game. Carolina went out there and won, so that was pretty impressive. Then, as we go along, the Carolina Panthers lost to Atlanta. They were able to beat Cincinnati, beat the Giants 33-31. They lost to the Redskins, played poorly there. Then they played poorly against the Eagles. That was a huge win that catapulted their season. They came back from 17 points late. Cam Newton was absolutely fantastic. And then against Baltimore, they've won, and against Tampa, they've won. So if you look at their point totals this season, it's absolutely ridiculous. They have, how many games have they scored over 30 points? I am going to say out of their 9 games that they've played, 6 games that they've played have been over 30 points. Or 6 games they've played have at least been 24 or more points. Cam Newton, for this young season, he's been absolutely spectacular. And I'm going to go ahead and find some statistics on Cam Newton right here as we continue to do our broadcast. The audio is really, really quiet. Okay, no problem. Let me get you spiked up, brother. Thanks for telling me that. I appreciate that very much. This is going to be a lot better. It's going to come through nice and hot. Is that coming through hot? Is that coming through nice and hot there? How hot is that audio coming, sir? The Tainer is in the building. What's up? What's going on, Tainer? I'm doing what you're doing, pal. You know what I'm doing? I'm looking for some Carolina Panthers statistics, man. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm telling you guys about Cam Newton. He's been having a better year statistically than when he won the Most Valuable Player Award in 2016. Okay, that's how incredible Cam's been. So team statistics, okay? 15 passing touchdowns for Cam Newton, only 4 interceptions, okay? Per game average for Cam Newton. He's thrown the ball for 1,822 passing yards, I believe, on the young season. Mahomes has 3,000 passing yards, which is pretty incredible. The Panthers, 11 touchdowns on the ground. Yep, here we go, Cam Newton. Scams noodles. Again, let's check this out. He has 15 touchdowns to 4 interceptions, 67% completion rate. That is very, very high. 236 yards a game. That's where, again, that's a pretty interesting stat that he only has 236 yards a pop. That is pretty crazy. Do I want you to give me a call? Do I want you to give me a call? Chris the Entertainer. Let's do it. I want to get a preview. I want to get your preview, sir. So let me find you up and let me give you just a regular standard phone call for Chris the Entertainer. As the game is coming on in 19 minutes. I cannot wait. Literally is the king. Thank you, Literally, for all of your help. Hey, Chris. Hey, Tanner, what's up, buddy?
What's poppin', Rover? I'm just sitting here at work waiting for the last hour to dwindle down so I could get home and stream this game with you.
Hell yeah, man. I cannot wait. Already we got some subbies this afternoon. Got here a little bit early. Dinner plans with the parents were kicked out, so we are live. And I actually am wagering on the first half of this game. I think the Steelers first half line, it was Pittsburgh -3. I think the Steelers are going to have a big night. I think the Steelers could blow out this Panthers team.
Your destination will be on the right.
I'm going to be honest with you, Spence. I'm going to be very honest with you.
Uh-oh, I think I know what's coming.
I actually like the Panthers in this game.
To go upset.
I like Panthers in the upset. I like them. If I was betting this game, which I am not much of a bettor.
Right.
But if I was, I know the Panthers are getting, I think, 4.5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they are.
I would take the Panthers' money line. I like the way the Panthers have looked the last 4 weeks, and I think that they are going to pull the upset in Pittsburgh.
Now, Tanner, can we have a little, Venmo bet ourselves, maybe $10 on this game?
Yeah, I don't have that. Well, I have Cash App. I have Cash App.
Maybe we'll do that. Well, that'll make it really entertaining because I'm pulling for the Steelers, and then you'll be pulling for Carolina. So,
am I getting the 4.5, or are we just betting it straight up?
Would you do straight up?
Why not? For fun, I'll do straight up.
You got to be confident in your pick. So, if you're Carolina, how would you attack this Pittsburgh Steelers team? I mean, you have Cam Newton on the ground. You have Christian McCaffrey. And, it's pretty telling when you look at McCaffrey's statistics. He has 502 yards rushing. And yards per average, I'm actually pretty surprised. 4.6 yards per average. That's pretty damn remarkable. He has 109 attempts on the season. I wonder how many games, I wonder what the average amount of rushing attempts he gets per game. He only gets 13 rushing attempts a game, and Cam gets 9.
Well, so they use McCaffrey much like the Giants would use Barkley, where they carry, they give him out between 12 and 15 carries a game, and then they give him 6 to 8 catches a game. So they use him in a very similar way that the Giants use Barkley. The key, if I'm the Steelers defense, the key to trying to stop this Panthers offense is, in terms of the air, the two guys you got to guard against are Olsen across the middle of the field, and you got to look out for McCaffrey out of the backfield.
Right.
The
Greg
key to
Olsen.
stopping the passing. Yeah, you got to take Olsen out of the game. Maybe double team him and put a guy to mimic McCaffrey out of the backfield. That's how you stop the passing offense.
Yes.
The rushing offense is a big challenge there with Newton and with McCaffrey. That's a big challenge.
Yeah, you look at the Steelers' defense. I mean, the Steelers' defense, they got to somehow get some pressure on Cam Newton. But the good news for the Steelers is that this isn't the most dynamic of weapons that they're going to have to go against. It's not like, Devin Funchess is a player I absolutely love because he's 6'5". He's rangy. He can catch footballs anywhere you throw the ball to him. He has that size and speed. And then DJ Moore's another guy that is kind of emerging, but they don't have great wide receiver talent outside of Greg Olsen.
Well, 100%. The way that the Panthers are going to try to beat you, and we saw it with the Giants when they played the Giants. They are a team that they're not going to make any mistakes. They're every year, if you look at it the last 5 or 6 years, they're among the least penalized teams in football. They don't turn the ball over that often. The Panthers are not going to make mistakes, and they're going to feed off of your mistakes. So if the Steelers at home do not turn the ball over tonight, they play a good field position game, they'll probably win the game. For the Panthers to win this game, they're going to have to get after Ben. They're going to have to force turnovers. That's the key to this game, in my opinion.
Hey, we have a question in the chat. It's from Eagles01. He's a big Jet Central guy. So he was wondering when Jet Central is going to come into the stream. I'm talking with the third member of our channel, Chris the Entertainer. You could follow him right over there, Eagles01 at Entertainer Talking Sports.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Eagles01 has been in some of my streams, but I could be wrong. I think he has.
Yeah, right now it's just me tonight. You know, JC has a lot of work, so it's just kind of be me for a lot of the first half. But then Chris can hopefully Skype in during the second half, which should be very appealing. But yeah, Jet Central is totally going to be on the stream. He's going to be making an announcement on his channel, maybe within the next week once we get the logo up and running.
Yeah, JC. If he's a fan, if he looks at JC's channel, he probably saw me today. He put up his picks for the week. JC, he's very busy during the week. I think he told me he's got 2 or 3 nights during the week that he's going to be able to stream on this channel. And every Sunday, we're always going to. I don't know if it's going to be together, but every Sunday night and Monday night, we're all going to try to be together to stream on the channel. This Monday night, of course, is an exception because the Giants are playing, so I will have the Giants stream on my channel. But every primetime game, we're going to try to have the 3 of us on there. We're also going to be doing a lot of previews, which we didn't really, Spencer didn't really mention in the video. We're going to try to eventually preview, I think, every NFL game. Well, whether it be like a joint 10-minute thing where we get together and we try to preview every game that we can in the week.
Exactly, and that's going to be very appealing. Who did Jet Central have winning this game? Do you remember?
Jason actually agreed with you. He took the Steelers. Now, I will say, if you look at the history of the league, Thursday night, traditionally, the home team, especially on Thursday night, has a huge advantage. I forgot what the number is, but it's something like 65% of the time, the home field, the team with home field wins, which is above the NFL average. The NFL average is more like 60%.
Right.
And you also factor in that Ben traditionally is a much better quarterback at home. So I completely understand why the Steelers are favored in this game. I just love the way the Panthers have looked the last 4 weeks.
But guess what? And this is the game that I'm going off of. The Steelers played a Thursday night game last year versus the Tennessee Titans, and the Titans coming into the game were 6-3. Marcus Mariota threw 4 interceptions, and it was that game with the weird camera angle where it was like the sky camera angle. I don't know if you remember the game, Chris, but the Steelers just killed the Titans 40-17, and it was at home. So I expect similar here. Cam Newton is an inconsistent passer. Sometimes he's accurate and sometimes he's not. And going to Heinz Field under a short week, if Cam can perform tonight and beat the Steelers, it'll be one of the more impressive things that I've seen from Cam Newton this season, for sure.
Well, you have really seen Cam progress this year in terms of his, I think you were mentioning the stats, I think he's got about a 67% completion percentage this year, and it's because of the new offensive coordinator. He has flourished under the new OC, and I think you're going to see it tonight. I think Cam Newton right now, if I had to say, he's got to be in the top 3 or 4 in the MVP discussion. I don't know the numbers, and I know he's not a traditional quarterback that's going to put up stats like Breeze, but he is so valuable to his football team. He really is. Yeah. And I think Cam's going to go out there tonight, and he's going to play really well. I don't believe in this Steelers defense. I think that the Panthers are going to put up points. I got it something like 27-21 Carolina. I like Carolina in this game.
Wow, and the Panthers, definitely getting off to a good start on the road will mean something. But Cam Newton against the Eagles, he was down by 17 points. I think Cam Newton is one of the most mentally tough athletes of our generation. I mean, what he did at Auburn, going undefeated, winning the Heisman, and then winning Auburn a national championship with Gene Chizik, who isn't even there, becoming the #1 overall pick. That was one of the greatest college seasons from any player of all time. And then you look at Cam Newton in Carolina, that year when he went to the Super Bowl, they only lost 1 game that entire season. So he could flip it on and off. I think he's one of the clutchest quarterbacks in the NFL. Now Cam Newton's had, he's up and down though. Some seasons Cam's been down. He's had drama sometimes with some teammates, with ownership, and But lately this year with McCaffrey, this new system, Cam finally has his guys. And I think it's also benefited Cam that Kelvin Benjamin is no longer a problem in Carolina. I think Cam now has his guys in Carolina.
Yeah, well, I mean, we speak as if Cam's not 2 years removed from an MVP season. I think a lot of people forget that. This guy has tremendous ability. The year after his MVP, he was hurt all year. To me, Cam Newton, I always said this. About 3 or 4, maybe 5 years ago, I thought Newton was amongst the most overrated players in the NFL. I think people have gotten so far off of his bandwagon that at this point, I consider him one of the most underrated players in the NFL. I think he's extremely underappreciated.
You thought he was overrated?
I think at one point he was slightly overrated. That's not saying that I think a lot of people thought he might have been the best quarterback in the league at some point, and I never thought he was that good. But I think people have really tempered their expectations on him in recent years, and I feel like he deserves a lot more respect than what he's gotten from a lot of people. I'd have him in the top 5 or 6 quarterbacks in the league. That's how high I am on Cam Newton.
I think Cam is so impressive as well, and even in that loss to the Saints last year, he was remarkable in that football game. Remarkable.
Yeah, with Cam, he's the type of player you can't look at the stats. He just has such an impact. He's the whole offense. He really is. And I think you're gonna. And I'll tell you this: if I was a team in the playoffs in the NFC, the Panthers are a team I would not want to see because they have the makeup of a team that could do very well in the playoffs. Because they run the football as well as anybody, they don't turn the ball over, and they can stop the run. And that's what wins in the playoffs. So they're the type of team, even if they get a 4, 5, 6 seed, well, the best they'll probably get is a 5 seed if the Saints win the division. But I could see them going on a run. They're the type of team I would not want to play in the playoffs.
I happen to really agree with you in that statement because I would much rather play the Bears, maybe the Minnesota Vikings. I'm trying to look at this defense that Carolina has, and they have Luke Kuechly, who thankfully has been healthy this year, no concussions. He has on the season 64 combined tackles, which leads the team. Shaq Thompson's another guy. Dante Jackson is a rookie cornerback from LSU. He's playing very well. They have Mike Adams, who is a veteran free safety. I think Mike Adams might be 34 or 35 years old. And then Eric Reed from the San Francisco 49ers has really made an impact on this team. You look at their defensive line with Wes Horton, with Kawan Short. They have some talented players on this defense, especially the front seven. So can they get to Ben Roethlisberger tonight? That remains to be seen.
Yeah, 100%. That's what the game's going to come down to because you have to force mistakes in this game from Ben to win this game. And in order to do that, they're going to have to be able to get pressure on Ben. There's no doubt about it. And Ben is not susceptible to turning the ball over. We know that. But he also is very good at extending plays, though. Ben is amongst probably the top 3 or 4 quarterbacks in the league at being able to escape the pressure and make a throw, whether it be on the run. He has underrated athleticism. He really does. He has tremendous footwork at avoiding the blitz.
And so, guys, we are officially 6 minutes until game time tonight on Insomnia Sports, but also this game is going to be a national television game. It's going to be a blockbuster. Chris, I am going to go get a drink, and I am going to get ready to do the stream. And hopefully I'll see you at halftime, my friend.
Yeah, I should be ready to go. I'm hoping around the 9:30, 9:35 mark, which I would think will be right around halftime.
Perfect. And then you can maybe carry it because I might need to eat at some point tonight as well. You could eat on camera, whatever you want to do. You don't have camera, I'll carry the stream because I'm sure you're going to be controlling the stream. But right.
I'll pop in there. I'll pop in there on the Skype, and we'll get this thing rolling. I'm really looking forward to this channel. We've been talking about it for a few months. It's a dream of ours to try to make this thing go off. And I really appreciate anybody who's watching the infancy of this channel. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, and that is Chris the Entertainer. And it is officially now just me and you guys on Insomnia Sports. That is everything. That is everybody that's going to be involved in the chat for quite a while. Maybe my father will come in at some point and help out. But it is just me and you guys on an island doing this chat, and we're going to be watching the game together. It's going to be totally awesome. I can't wait. I have the Pittsburgh money line in the first quarter, second quarter. I don't know who you guys have in the football game, but I think the Steelers are going to jump on the Carolina Panthers early. I expect this Pittsburgh defense. You look at their defense, right, and I expect Stephon Tuitt to have a big game. I expect Bud Dupree to get in there and make some plays. TJ Watt off the edge. It is a 3-4 defense that is run by Keith Butler, who has been there a long, long time, much to Steelers' chagrin. And we shall see. So we are officially 4 minutes away from game time. It is the NFL. It is Thursday Night Football. And it is on Insomnia Sports and Fox Sports. So we cannot wait to watch the game with y'all. Okay, guys, and just like that, we're back at it. Thanks, Chris, for coming in. Thank you guys for coming into the show. It means so much. Anybody who comes in to this show, you are now at the infancy stages of Insomnia Sports, and this thing's going to be really interesting to see. You know how this thing can grow. And I think it's going to be a fun ride. Just a prediction. I think it's going to be fun. So this game's going to get cracking in a little bit. In fact, I do have the luxury of watching Houston and Oklahoma City. Russell Westbrook is not in the game. Clint Capella and the Rockets. So I'm watching a little Rockets Thunder right now, right before we're going to get started with the Carolina Panthers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know if y'all guys are NBA fans, but the NBA on TNT is pretty damn good. And I like these OKC jerseys. Russell Westbrook is out, but that means Dennis Schroeder is now going to have even more of a pronounced role in this offense. So it's going to be interesting to see how OKC can manage without Russ Westbrook. They've really struggled this year. I don't know if Billy Donovan is the right guy for the job. He was a much better coach in college. I think he's more of a college guy. I would never coach in the NFL. I would always be a college guy. Look at Steven Adams making a nice little hook shot. I would never coach in the NBA. It's boring. It's a longer season. College basketball is where it's at. I would always be a college basketball coach. And then you can hire in hookers just like Rick Pitino did for his college basketball program. Look at that shot. That's an ugly, ugly shot. But anyway, here we go. But I am going back and I am checking it out. But anyway, like, I hated Joakim Noah. I hated Al Horford in college. I like Al Horford on the Boston Celtics though. As Paul George lines one up and drops it. Oh, man. Fat Matt, what up, buddy? Who gets the dub tonight? I am taking the Pittsburgh Steelers to get the W tonight for sure. I would be surprised with Carolina. Cam Newton going in to the dude, Cam Newton going into Pittsburgh and getting a W? No freaking way. I think the Steelers in a rout. I love the Steelers defense. I see it playing out exactly like Steelers and the Falcons, man. Don't be afraid of the Pittsburgh Steelers tonight, Matt. Do not be afraid. The Steelers are going to end up winning this game. I took them first quarter. The Steelers are 2-point favorites in the first quarter. They're going to cover that immediately. We're going to get rich tonight on the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm telling y'all, Steelers win this game big. I'm telling y'all, Cam Newton's going to shrivel up on the big stage. And let's see. I am hating on Cam. You know what I'm saying, entertainer? Is can Cam prove me wrong tonight? Because I don't believe in him going to Heinz Field on the road. I do not believe in Cameron Newton. Prove me wrong, man. Prove me wrong. And with that, it is time for Thursday Night Football live from Heinz Field. Thursday Night Football, Heinz Field. I'm sold on the Steelers, man. They've been rolling. They destroyed the Ravens, destroyed the Browns. Antonio Brown is back. James Conner does not want Le'Veon Bell taking his job, okay? The Steelers are absolutely going to boat race Carolina tonight. I mean, Carolina's a good football team, but in this spot, short week, I'm thinking Steelers, and I'm thinking them big tonight. Steelers big tonight. I'm telling y'all. Troy Aikman and Joe. Let's sit back and let's freaking enjoy. Thank you, Chris. I can't wait to have you in here, too. I can't wait for actual gameplay, bro. Can't wait for gameplay. Panthers getting all pumped up. The Steelers are getting pumped up. We are ready to watch. We are ready to roll. So, Fat Matt, I want to ask you, Matty, I feel it's even disrespecting calling you your first name. I feel like just calling you Matt. Who are you a fan of? Are you a fan of the Steelers? Are you a fan of Carolina? Who am I dealing with here when talking with you, Matt? As, look at this. They are waving those terrible towels. And the game is about ready to begin. As Bostick is going to kick the football off for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Or actually, it's Boswell. Boswell going to kick. It's a brisk night. 41 degrees Fahrenheit in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Ball on the tee. And here we go. Kick is into the end zone, and the Panthers will be starting on their own 25-yard line. Cam Newton takes the troops out for his first drive. That's a nice throw there, a 20-yard dart from Cam Newton. Listen, I think Cam Newton's a really, really good quarterback. I think he has tons of swag. Cam Newton's a gamer. And that's why I'm a little afraid of Cam Newton, to be honest. If it was Mariota or somebody else or Jameis Winston, I'd feel really good about myself. But Cam Newton's a gamer. But here we go. First play. I cannot wait for this football game, guys. It's a blessing to have Thursday Night Football mean something. McCaffrey off tackle. That's a really good start to the game for Carolina. They ran it off tackle to the left side of the formation. That was a really smart play call. I did, and I'm already feeling a little nervous about it because that was a very, very good play call. So Greg Van Roten on the left side. That was a good run. McCaffrey is in the slot. I think McCaffrey's going to get the rock again because 2nd and 5, you want to ease your guys into the football game. I would do another handoff, especially if the Steelers are playing this 3-man front. And there you go. McCaffrey with a big-time run. Shitty defense by the Steelers. That was scary as hell, and North Turner did a great job. Now, if I were North Turner, I would go play action, and I would hit a wide receiver to the outside. So I would try to go play action fake, or, hit a receiver to the outside. There you go. That's a perfect pass by Cam. This drive's looking really, really good for Carolina. I'll just say that. Janarius Wright with the catch for Carolina. I think it's who caught the football? It's Jarius Wright. Jarius Wright caught the football. So Steelers get a first down, or the Panthers moving in the well. McCaffrey with another amazing cut. Wow, look at McCaffrey go. Whew. Whew! What a cut by Christian McCaffrey. And let's see this down block here. Trey Turner pinches. Both of them pinch. And Clark. Is that LaRaven Clark from Texas Tech? No way. It's Chris Clark. Chris Clark and Greg Van Roten. They pinch down there. This is a terrible defensive first quarter. Let's send some pressure, Pittsburgh. Send the heat. Handoff. They finally got him. Gain of about 2. Good defense by the Steelers. All right. They finally stuffed the shit out of that run. T.J. Bostic, Vince Williams, and Bud Dupree in the backfield. And on this play here, guys, I would expect a play action down the middle to Greg Olsen, especially with what they're giving you. It's going to be play action, so I like this call of the blitz. That's why it was a quick call. The blitz gets in. It's a screen pass to nobody, though. No flags either. I didn't like the call by North Turner. Listen, I mean, I guess it was a blitz, but I don't know where Greg Olsen was on that particular play. Greg Olsen tripped. If he didn't trip, that might have had the opportunity to be a big play. That was actually a pretty good call by North Turner there. 3rd down and 7. This is a good spot for the Steelers to get off the field. If I were Pittsburgh, I would bring a cornerback on a blitz just to screw with Cam Newton, and I would get some pressure on this guy. They only rush 3. They do get through, and that's a good stop and a good hold. They'll probably tack on a field goal here. But overall, a really good drive for the Carolina Panthers. Really good drive. The blocking was really good. Let's see if they would go for it. I would kick a field goal here and take the points early. Matt, I do play fantasy. In this game, I don't think I have DJ Moore, but I do play fantasy football. The answer to that is yes. The answer to that is yes, I play fantasy. And let me think about who I have in fantasy. I used to have McCaffrey. I traded McCaffrey pretty dumb early in the season. And that's a 1st down for McCaffrey. A ballsy call that ends up helping him. I traded McCaffrey for Royce Freeman, and that was a really stupid trade. I traded him 2nd week, but McCaffrey is so good. If you're in PPR, it's crazy. Oh, dude, James Conner is unbelievable. He's just as good as Le'Veon Bell, and he's probably... When did you get him, Matt? I bet you got him in like the 14th round of fantasy, too. I bet you got James Conner like so late in fantasy because no one was expecting Le'Veon Bell to be out this long. And now Le'Veon Bell's back in the state. An easy read, easy completion. Could be a touchdown. McCaffrey's into the end zone. Steelers defense is a cesspool. Wow, oh wow. What an embarrassing start for Pittsburgh. My friend Entertainer rolling with the Panthers. And he seems to be rolling pretty good right now. Touchdown Carolina, easy as Swiss cheese. Christian freaking McCaffrey. I think I might have him, though, in the Entertainers Fantasy Football League. So I got to check there, but... Oh, man. Right. That's what I was thinking. Gano is good as well. You couldn't imagine a worse start for the Pittsburgh Steelers in this game. I mean, no defense at all. No real pass rush. Terrible, terrible defense. Oh, man. I mean, great. North Turner is just a mastermind. I mean, he might even be the assistant of the year. I mean, this offense is humming, man. They're super dangerous. McCaffrey is so damn good. He was so worth the 1st-round pick at number 8 because that year you had John Ross, you had Corey Davis go in the 1st round, Mike Williams. None of them equal the consistency that Christian McCaffrey equals. I mean, it's not even a joke. I mean, Matt, who do you expect Carolina to lose to? I mean, this Carolina team looks better than the Eagles right now, and if Carolina gets the number 1 seed, they're going to be playing either the Vikings or the Eagles, and I'd expect them to actually beat the Eagles with the way that they're playing right now. Because Cam Newton is so dangerous. Do they still play the Saints twice? I want to say yes. Now, it all depends how good Carolina's defense is, but if they're able to get a whooping on the Steelers, if their defense steps up too, then watch the heck out. I think that they're just coming into their own because Ryan Fitzpatrick, I mean, they were down 28-7, so Carolina's really hitting their stride. Yeah, I still like the Saints to win that division with Dez Bryant, with Drew Brees, with Sheldon Rankins. I like the Saints to still win that division because all the Saints have to do is split games. And then also in the divisional race, the Saints, their one loss went to Tampa Bay, but I guess the Panthers lost to the Atlanta Falcons too. That's tough to say, but whoever loses that division, they're going to play the Rams away. It's possible that the Rams or the Saints, it's possible that the Rams, Saints, and Panthers, I believe, are the three best teams in the NFC with how good Carolina's playing right now. It's crazy. Yeah, Matt, thank you so much. We are trying to do something very, very special, which is talking to you, because that is special in itself. But we are also trying to grow this channel. And Matt, we will remember you, man, when we are making millions of dollars, when we're on a yacht in the Bahamas, kicking it with some really hot Victoria's Secret babes. We're going to remember you, Matt. But in all seriousness, Matt, thanks for hanging out tonight and tuning into the chat, bro. It's been a lot of fun thus far. Graham Gano kicks it deep, and Big Ben's going to have to get on his high horse. We're going to have to keep this thing rocking and rolling right here. Let's see the touchdown pass. So they have Devin Funchess here. We're clearing out. And look, and that's way too much ground. Vince Williams, number 98. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see how 98, Vince Williams, he was guarding McCaffrey one-on-one. And in that look, it's impossible for Vince Williams playing man-to-man to get out to Christian McCaffrey, and Devin Funchess just set a pick play, and it was a damn touchdown because Vince Williams from the linebacker slot couldn't go in. What a pump by Ben! Got him! Juju Smith-Schuster! Reservations for 6! Woo! Ba-ba-ba-poo! Whoa! Whoa! Oh! 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 Wow! Big Ben, Juju Smith-Schuster, black and yellow, all the way. What a pump fake by Big Ben. Those big palms, pump fake. I took the under in this game, and I am an idiot. Touchdown Steelers. Touchdown Steelers. Who the heck busted on that one? Because someone busted a nut all over this football field. Someone busted a nut, and there you see Mike Tomlin. He's happy to talk to his quarterback in a blink of an eye. This game's living up to the hype. What a play. What a play by Big Ben. That pump fake with those large mitts, and Juju Smith-Schuster. I'll tell you what, Juju Smith-Schuster, he's one of the great players in the NFL. Oh, hey, man, usually these Thursday night games are trash, like the freaking Dolphins and the Ravens, but these are fun up-tempo offenses. But what I was going to say about Big Ben is Big Ben, he can absolutely just light it up, and this Steelers offense, I mean, they've really reinvented themselves, and this is one of the most fun primetime matchups that we are absolutely going to get. So, Cam Newton versus Ben, two elite quarterbacks going at it. I don't think you can get much better than that. But for Pittsburgh now, what a great start. Carolina's defense is absolutely rattled. And I think the best Thursday night games in history have all been this year. I think that the Browns-Jets Thursday night game was absolutely spectacular. I also think that because Baker Mayfield versus Sam Darnold was absolutely terrific. Then I'm going to say that the other best Thursday night game that I've ever seen was Rams-Vikings, where that was just a shootout, but no defense was really being played. Oh, man. That's why you're a big Jet Central guy. Yeah, because no wonder, because your whole season was just shot up in smoke. Because, be honest with me, man, if I was a Jet fan, I'd want Baker Mayfield 1,000%. And you guys wanted Baker Mayfield, and Baker Mayfield's going to end up being the better player, I'm sorry to tell you. The Jets wanted him. That's why they traded up with the Colts from 6 to number 3. Mike McCagnon made it so obvious that the Jets were going after Baker Mayfield, and the Browns did the right thing. The Browns did the right thing by taking Baker Mayfield for sure. And that's why you got screwed. But let's look at this play, okay? So we have single high safety. It's one-on-one on the boundary, right? One-on-one on the boundary. And this guy's going to get conflicted in his zone coverage. That was such a brilliant play. I'm going to need to watch that in slow motion again. Oh my gosh. He faked in to the zone, and then he jetted out. So he was in the slot. It looked like he was going to stop on a hitch, and he faked out and completely just toyed with and screwed those two defenders. He put them on skates. Big return here. No hitting, no physicality in the special teams game. But what a play. Yeah. I love Sam Darnold. I like Josh Rosen as well. I think Josh Rosen's a talent. Now, off the field, he's kind of a mercurial, weird dude. So that's why Mayfield would have been number 1. And Baker Mayfield in New York, as Entertainer said, it would have been completely and totally incredible. Absolutely. How do you guys feel about Saquon? Do you think we missed out on Sam Darnold? I'm going to answer that question. It's a great question, and it requires some actual thought. Cam with a fake, but Cam gets blitzed. Is he in the end zone? He throws it out. It's a pick. Go in there. Go in. Pick 6, baby. Woohoo! What a dumb decision by Cam Newton. Vince Williams touchdown. Yes. Yes. Momentum changing plays. In two plays, the Pittsburgh Steelers have scored 14 points. Yeah, baby. What's up, man? Yo, All-Star, what's going on, pal? What is up, All-Star? How you feeling tonight, man? What a football game, dude. Dude, he was trying to hit Greg Olsen. He overshot that son of a gun. What a play. What a play. But the thing is, and then I'll go back, of course, to the Sam Darnold debate. You guys can ask me any questions. The kick is up. The kick is right down the gutter. All-Star, this channel's going to be a big-time channel. Thank you, buddy, for joining. Excuse my loud voice. But All-Star, thank you so much for joining into the chat. I am for the Steelers. I bet on the Steelers tonight. I'm not a huge Steelers fan. I'm a Giants fan. I'm a Giants, kind of a San Francisco 49er fan, but I bet the Steelers would pound Carolina tonight, and I took the Steelers in the first quarter line and the second quarter, so I'm betting on the Steelers, and yes, I am rooting for the Pittsburgh Steelers tonight. Going back to the Saquon Barkley pick, the Saquon Barkley pick was perfect because Sam Darnold or Josh Rosen wouldn't have worked behind our offensive line, or else the Giants would have had to start Wayne Gallman. And by the way, Saquon Barkley has the potential to be a Hall of Fame running back, and he's absolutely great. And the Giants are running the ball 70% of the time. So just like Entertainer just exactly said, Saquon Barkley was the perfect pick. We need physicality. And I didn't believe in Josh Allen. I didn't believe in Sam Darnold. And Josh Rosen's personality in New York, it could have just been a hornet's nest of problems. All-Star, who you got, man? Who you rooting for? I'm going to try to get comfy here. Might put my feet up a little bit. Try to get kind of comfy. Pick out a nice spot to watch this Steelers domination. A domination in Pittsburgh. All right, so Cam, it was a great call because we got, somebody came to the quarterback and somebody missed an assignment on the left side of the offensive line. I think it was TJ Watt just got in, and TJ Watt shouldn't have got in that much. I can't, unfortunately, show you the game. It's copyrighted by Fox, so I can't. I'm really sorry about that. I wish I could, obviously. Then we would just narrate. It'd be more fun than seeing my fat face. But that's unfortunately what it's come down to. Yes. I don't know about getting Justin Herbert, but what I would do is I don't like Justin Herbert that much. I would beef up the offensive line. And in the Giants locker room with Odell Beckham, the culture there, it's just a complete and total nightmare. With Shermer, who's such a dud. Personality-wise, he's the most boring guy in the NFL. And, Pat Shermer. Pat Shermer's just stale Pat. He's annoying. He doesn't motivate. And then the Giants, too, they don't have a running game. They don't have an offensive identity. And Odell Beckham is off the hosel. And Eli Manning can't lead either. Even Lawrence Taylor, our best player, is calling out Eli Manning. And that's the type of dysfunction we have, is that the best player in our franchise history is calling out the best quarterback in our franchise history. Dude, I think Dez Bryant with the Saints, I think it's a big-time move. And if Dez starts, complaining about the football or touches, his ass will be sent out of there faster than the Louisiana Purchase. So, for the Saints, they already are so damn good. But it's kind of like the Eagles signing Jay Ajayi. I thought the Eagles didn't need to sign Ajayi, but Dez Bryant in the red zone now, are you kidding me? I don't even think the Saints really have a good tight end anyway, other than Benjamin Watson, who's so old. So, the Saints, I think it'll be exciting. Look at this pass rush. That's a hole, too. Hit him! Wrap up! Come on! Wrap up! But that's really good pressure from the Steelers' defense. Really good pressure. We're bringing the heat now, Keith Butler. We're bringing the heat. I don't think the Chargers were making the Super Bowl at all. So, Phillip Rivers, no. Phillip Rivers, I don't believe in at all. Phillip Rivers hasn't been relevant in 8 years, okay? There is no way. I'm going Chiefs. I'm going Patriots. And I'm freaking going in the AFC. I'm even going the Steelers or the Ravens out of the AFC North. I don't see the Chargers hit again to the bowl. But listen, they're having a decent year. I just don't believe in Phillip late in the year like that. Here we go, baby. Let's get to Big Ben. I love it. Let's send the damn house. Let's send it. Here we go. Bell throwing. And incomplete. Great D. Great defense there. I think that might be sensible on playing some D. Let me tell you who. 24, right? 24. Is that Terrell Edmonds? I think it's Edmonds. Edmonds made a big-time play on that play as Ryan Switzer's back to return the kick. Terrell Edmonds. Juju is a complete stud. Great pick out of USC. Really interesting YouTuber as well. Pretty interesting character. Juju Smith-Schuster, what a beast. Juju on the run. I think Switzy picks it up. Good run by Switzer out to the 40-yard line. Just like that. Things looking really good. Things looking really good for the Pittsburgh Steelers thus far. I hate to tell Entertainer that, but let's go. Let's throw some more deep balls right here. Let's score tons and tons of points. Tons of points. The Steelers' pass rush is getting really, really good. If they have this pass rush, dude, they have a chance. They got to have an elite level pass rush to be able to get in. But so far, great defense by the Steelers, really bouncing back. It's been pretty damn cool. Chargers have talent. Just Phillip Rivers isn't my guy. They have a lot of injuries defensively. They're kind of a young team. Is Melvin Gordon going to be able to run the football? Are they going to be able to throw the football effectively with Keenan Allen? I don't know. Yes, I can. So basically, Le'Veon Bell. What's going on with Le'Veon Bell is that I believe that there's something in his contract where he needs to come back before week 10. He needs to come back next week to get his paycheck. If that's the case, he's going to try to come back. But if I were the Steelers, then I would just completely just use him for the end of the year. But gosh, man, I mean, if I were the Steelers, now you didn't trade Le'Veon Bell, now you're screwed. Because why would you want to sign Le'Veon full-time when the offensive line hates Le'Veon Bell? The Steelers are stuck with Le'Veon. He's going to be coming back there next week. The team likes James Conner. Obviously, Le'Veon Bell is going to be a huge, huge distraction. And it's a really tough situation. Maybe the Steelers are just bench Le'Veon Bell for James Conner. Yeah. I don't see him at all signing with Pittsburgh, and if Pittsburgh did that, that would be a stupid decision. I could see Le'Veon with the Jets. Let me see who has the most cap room in the NFL. Let me go to Spock Track and find out which teams have a lot of cap room. I think that the Browns, by the way, the Browns would be a great signing for Le'Veon Bell because he gets to play the Steelers twice a year. He gets Baker Mayfield. He gets Jarvis Landry. And then the Browns have Nick Chubb. But Nick Chubb, he could definitely be a complimentary back. So I think the Cleveland Browns would be a good spot for him. Boy. You play football in Canada now. Well, are you playing in the Canadian Football League? I think the Jets have a ton of money. Jets have a decent offensive line. Crowell and Bilal Powell are getting older. So I kind of feel you on that. But I like the San Francisco 49ers with Bell would be really interesting with Jimmy Garoppolo. I think that could possibly be a great decision with Nick Mullins and Garoppolo. Brown gets a catch out there on the edge. The Jets, like in the middle of their offensive line, they need an offensive guard. They also need some wide receivers. They need a linebacker, but I think they're going to get a linebacker in this year's draft. Maybe a Josh Allen or a Devin White. What do I think about Canadian football? Well, I'm not going to shit on Canadian football because you're my friend, All-Star. I think it's an interesting game. It's hard with the 1 points. It's kind of weird how the field is configured, making it long. But in other ways, it's kind of aesthetically pleasing. I like that Canadian football is on during the summer because we need more sports in the summer that we're going to be watching. So tell all your Canadian friends, maybe we'll have to stream Canadian football. I watched because of Johnny Manziel. Like, I loved having Johnny up there for the Montreal Alouettes. But it does have some funky rule changes, a little bit of arena football. It's funky as hell, man. It takes some time getting used to. But I will watch it if a primary American is really up there like Johnny Football. And I'm curious about this Alliance Football League, too. Look at this trick play. Is he going to throw off of it? This looks good. Keep running. Oh, I would have cut it back. Is that Smith-Schuster again? Yes, it is. Juju having a huge fantasy night. But the thing is, I'm interested in the Alliance Football League. I mean, there's so many legends that are playing in that. I believe that we have Hugh Freeze that is coaching in that, like Steve Spurrier. Dude, the Alliance Football League is going to be crazy. Hopefully not. I don't want a Luke Kuechly interception. Let me go on Spock Track, though. I want to see, NFL, like who has the team's salary caps and shit like that. So the Browns right now have the most, the Colts and the 49ers. I couldn't see Le'Veon Bell going to a market like the Indianapolis Colts. It's too much in the Midwest, I think. Andrew Luck. Now, they don't have great running backs. Marlon Mack, they just have a bunch of decent running backs. Whether you have Mack, whether you have Hines, but I don't think it's going to get valued. The Tennessee Titans have Deion Lewis and Derrick Henry. I don't know if that would be interesting. Le'Veon Bell with that Tennessee Titans offensive line in the interior of the offensive line, playing with Marcus Mariota, that would be a big ball signing for the Titans, but it could be another wide receiver. Look at that run, though, by James Conner. So shifty. Hell of a run by Conner as the clock continues to trickle down. Houston Texans, that is a very interesting choice as well. Houston has $16 million in cap space next year. So the Houston Texans are a possibility. The Lions, but no one's been talking about the Texans. I think the Texans are the most popular choice. They're a win-now team. If you have Le'Veon Bell, Deshaun Watson in his rookie deal, and DeAndre Hopkins, holy crap. That would just be insane. The XFL is going to get started in, I believe, 2 years. Houston would be great, and they're aggressive enough to do it. Great play by Big Ben. This Carolina defense right now is getting beat at the point of attack, and the Steelers' offense is pretty much doing whatever they would want, and this would be a huge touchdown, obviously, to go up 2 scores right here. Thank you, All-Star, for the subscription, man. Me and Tanner will give you a big round of applause. And whenever you're on here, man, let's just chat. Whenever you're on here, we do basketball, we do it all. Handoff to Connor. Oh my God, what a run. What a run by James Conner. The vision, how he didn't get tackled there in that traffic. That was pretty amazing there by James Conner. Wow. And he just trucks that dude. Big Ben telling him to simmer down. I would run Ben out to the right side. Easy touchdown. Don't get fancy. Don't get fancy. Or they might just pound it to Connor. Maybe pound it to Connor again. They pound it to Connor. Touchdown! Steelers! Ha-ha, Tanner! Touchdown! There! Yep, the individual channels. The individual channels are, oh, for you, huge fantasy night, bro. Huge fantasy night. I prayed I'm not playing James Conner either. James Conner is just beasting. The Steelers are beasting. And it's not even like Cam's playing that poorly. I mean, I guess the pick 6 would be described as poor. And the kick is up. The kick is good. Hey, it's all good, man. It's not a deal breaker, bud. It's not a deal breaker. You're all right. You're all right. I'm sorry. Listen, at least you're a fan. You're definitely a winner. I'll tell you that. All-Star, you're a winner. Even though we're Giants fans on here, the New England Patriots, you might not like our guy Jet Central. But I'll tell you what, man. You're a Patriots fan. Tom Brady, the GOAT. I respect Bill Belichick. I used to hate you guys, and now I just kind of respect y'all. I was really pulling for y'all to beat the Eagles last year. I'm going to be pulling for the Chiefs to dethrone you. You understand how everybody hates the Patriots, but you can't help but respect what New England always does. And every year when we pronounce them dead or think there's really an issue in their arsenal, they every year they come back and they just surprise. Every single year they just come back at you in waves, and they always end up winning the AFC East. They always run away with the division, and they might win the AFC East for like 30 more years, and Tom Brady might play 35 more years. Do I live in a football world, or do I live in a football day? Well, every day I circulate around my brain what plays to draw up for the New York Giants. I'm right now studying the Mike Shanahan playbook. Do I live football every day? I don't play football every day. Oh, do you live stream every day? Well, we're going to do Thursday. We're going to do Sunday. We're going to do college football on Saturday. We're going to do Monday Night Football. So that is going to be about 4 days out of the week. I'm Rover. I will do college football, yes. On Saturdays in the fall, we will do college football, of course. College football. Yes. For sure. Yeah, college is also great. Packers and Seahawks, that's a fun game. Mike Tomlin and James Conner. I mean, Conner's so damn good, I don't really want Le'Veon Bell to come back. And also, guys, you know what we have cracking? We have NFL preview videos that we are going to be doing all the freaking time. It's going to be fantastic. My college football team, I love the SEC conference, but I have to say my two favorite college teams are Nebraska and Minnesota because I love Scott Frost, and I also love PJ Fleck, Philip John Fleck. So I love Minnesota, and I love Nebraska. But I do like college football players. I do like Tua. The SEC is great on CBS. It's my favorite conference is the SEC. Those games are so intense. Going to college football games is incredible. So those are some of my favorites. What about you? Cam Newton, now they're going to be forced to throw the football. Now you're going to have to throw. They got him! Yeah, baby. Vince Williams having himself a ball game out here, baby. Who got him? McCaffrey had to pick him up. He just went right by McCaffrey. A little weak linebacker blitz right there, I believe, off the edge. Sensational, sensational play. All Riverboat Ron can do is stare into space. That's all the Riverboat can do. All the Riverboat can do is stare into space. 2nd and 18 for Camelot. Handoff McCaffrey, simple call, but he got through, got to hit him. Okay. 3rd and 5, it's still manageable. So last year's draft, I don't know if it was the best of all time. I don't really think so. I mean, you do have some good rookies out there, you know, in terms of quarterback play, which is what it goes by. I don't really think so because I think you'll have Rosen and Baker Mayfield. Running back? Oh, that's a big play by Cam. That was a great play. He could have ran it. That just shows great poise by Cam. It really was a great play, Matt, by Cam. I mean, the way that he stepped up into the pocket, and he could have run it. Great pocket mobility. That's what makes Cam so dangerous. This is what makes Cam an elite level player, and that's just great reaction speed, and he hits Funchess right in stride. Great play. Running back wise, it might be one of the best because you have Kerryon Johnson, who's terrific. Sony Michel's going to be very good. Nick Chubb is already playing pretty well. Then who do you have? I mean, last year's draft though, you had Kareem Hunt. Come on, put him on the ground. Jeez. You have Kareem Hunt last year. I think you have Christian McCaffrey, Corey Davis. What wide receivers were taken early last year? Calvin Ridley. So I think you could probably find other drafts that are honestly better, especially like from the running back position, tight end position. I don't think it was the strongest. Now, I think offensive line-wise, it was pretty strong. You have Quentin Nelson, who could be a great player. Defensive line, you definitely have some talent. Let's see if the Panthers can sustain something. Again, they're throwing. Cam Newton throwing it, and that's a hell of a ball right there to Greg Olsen. This is going to be a very high-scoring affair. I did not expect it to be that high-scoring, but it really looks like it is. And the Carolina defense does not look very poised. And right there you saw that was either cover 4 or cover 2. And that was some of the easiest completions that you're going to have, was throwing it right there to Cam Newton. I mean, that's as easy as it's going to come for Cam. Cam takes the snap. Really good. Oh, nah. He did have time, though, so that could have been a coverage sack. You know, so he did have time. Did have time. Yeah, I mean, he had Funchess out there in the flat. and Greg Olsen. Second and 15. Again, as the first quarter dwindles down. Okay, so a good player that I think is going to be a big-time player. I think A.J. Brown's going to be a big-time player from the college ranks. I also think that quarterback Tua Tagovailoa is a guy to watch at Alabama. I think that Quentin Williams from Alabama, Quentin Williams is going to be a really good defensive lineman. Depends what position. I think A.J. Brown is going to be good. N'Keal Harry is going to be pretty special. I'm trying to think of Benny Snell's probably the best running back, but DeAndre Swift is going to be a guy that's going to get to the NFL in a couple of years. From the tight end position, Noah Fant out of Iowa is a pretty good one. So, you know, once the draft starts coming around, we're going to have a lot of these prospects to choose from. And it's going to be, you know, a lot of good prospects to pick from in the NFL draft. Thanks, guys, for chilling. We are now at the end of quarter number 1. I'm going to go get a water. Going to need it to stay hydrated up. And I'll be right back. So you guys hang tight. Thank you guys for watching the stream tonight. I'm going to look at some NBA basketball scores. Is there any late games tonight that are worth wagering maybe on? The Clippers and the Blazers. I think that the Blazers are going to absolutely crush the Clippers tonight. And then the Bucks and the Warriors. That game's going to be a ton of fun. The Greek Freak out there in Milwaukee. So that game should be a lot of fun as well. Sorry about that. I think end of quarter number 1. So far, so good. We'll answer your questions. Wow. Wow. Clippers versus Portland tonight. First half line, give me Portland minus the 3. So if Portland wins by 2 in the first half, give me Portland minus the 3. I really like that. And then I'll throw, you know, whatever, like, throw 17 down the first quarter, Portland. Okay. All right. Cam throwing the ball, incomplete, 3rd and 12. No, that's it. We got him, baby! Too much pressure in Cam's face. This could be 28-7. If this Panthers defense can't get through, I mean, 74 there, you saw he didn't block him at all. You saw Cam Newton wasn't blocked at all. You saw 74 fan. That might be Trey Turner, our good buddy Trey Turner. No, it's not. It's Chris Clark. Got completely beat. Here comes a punt for Carolina. Punt it into the damn end zone. Delay a game doesn't matter at all. It just moves them back 5 yards. You asked me about the Atlanta Falcons, okay? I think the Atlanta Falcons are really, really good. What a win for Atlanta over Washington. They decapitated the Washington Redskins. They took them to the lake, they threw them in the lake, and they dunked their head in the lake. Okay, they took Jay Gruden outside, and they just freaking mauled him all night long. So I think the Atlanta Falcons are a ridiculous, ridiculous football team. I think they're a great football team. As that punt was pulled, it was an ugly, ugly kick. Oh, never mind. It looked a lot uglier than it ended up resulting in. But, Atlanta. Atlanta's had so many injuries. Dan Quinn is a great, great coach. Ito Smith, Jaquiz Rodgers, those guys are playing great. Calvin Ridley's my rookie of the year right now. He's such an explosive wide receiver. Austin Hooper, Julio Jones, Sanu. Matt Ryan is having one of his best years ever. It's just, will that defense be good enough? I think they play Cleveland. Let's look at Atlanta's schedule. That's a really good point you brought up there, Matt. So right now, I'll do some win-loss here for Atlanta. I think that they beat the Brownies this week, minus the 4 points. They're getting 4 points on the road. Give me the Falcons there. Then the Falcons they host the Cowboys. The Cowboys are going to be dead after they beat the Eagles. Falcons will be favored. Falcons will win. Thursday night football, a game we'll be doing. Actually, that's Thanksgiving night. Falcons and Saints. That's absolutely beautiful. What an amazing Thanksgiving showdown that could be, especially if the Falcons win their next couple of games. So I believe they'll lose to the Saints, but then they'll host the Ravens. They'll beat the Ravens. They'll go to Lambeau Field, and they'll beat the Packers. What a great run here by James Conner around the edge. Holy shit. Then the Falcons play the Cardinals. Oh, my gosh. And then the Falcons play... Falcons then play Carolina. Falcons play Bucks. What is the Falcons' record right now? 4-4? I can see Atlanta actually going 10-6, actually. If that's possible. I could see Atlanta going 10-6. Their schedule gets a lot easier. Big Ben takes the snap. Throws it off. That's a nice play. Nice play on first down. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. It is unfortunate that there's so many injuries. I agree. Might need to charge up the laptop pretty soon. I think Green Bay's totally done. I'm not impressed with their team really at all. They might have overvalued Aaron Rodgers. Mike McCarthy's on thin ice there. That's a solid run. I like the call. Give him a couple. All right. I think Green Bay is just done. I agree. The AFC's not that interesting. I think Seattle's kind of a little bit interesting still. They're kind of hanging in. But actually, it looks like it might be Carolina and Atlanta. Carolina and Atlanta might be the two NFC wild cards. And then the Vikings or the Bears, whoever loses that division, could end up being out. I think that the Bears could be out of the playoffs. I think the Oakland Raiders could have like 3 first-round picks within the top 12 next year. Yes, because Aaron's not winning. It's all about winning games. And when a quarterback takes up your whole cap, there's a lot of good quarterbacks in the NFL. And, Aaron Rodgers needs to get them to... Yes, Aaron Rodgers you need to win games in the NFL, and he's making too much money that the whole rest of the team's going to suck. I mean, you can't pay him that much money. They'd be much better if they were like Jacksonville and just had a decent quarterback. I mean that sincerely. I mean, you look at the best teams in the NFL, the Chiefs are really good. They don't have a quarterback that's making that much money. The LA Rams have a quarterback that's not making any money. The Eagles don't have a quarterback making any money. Oh, that's a really good pocket. That almost looked like they were at practice. That's how easy that play was for Big Ben. Literally 0-0 pass rush there at all. Interesting cover 2 defense. Got completely toasted. I don't think so at all. I think their problem is their running game, their offensive line, their defense. I think their defensive scheme is not good. I'd go to a 4-3 defense. I mean, because when you look at the Packers picks, I mean, the freaking guy, Jair Alexander, actually played well, last year. So, like, I actually think Jair Alexander played pretty good. Now, Jimmy Graham's not doing shit, and that's pretty weird because I love Jimmy Graham. Ooh, great tackle. Great tackle. There we go. That was a big-time play. But even if you're the Steelers, you get 3, it's not a big deal. You get 3 points, not a big deal whatsoever. But after this break, I'm going to go get a little water. Right here, just get a couple. Just sit in the zone, please. You don't need all 18. Let's see, though. Get it out. Get it out. Oh, no. Almost a pick. It's all right. Boswell's got to hit this kick. Oof. Julius Peppers, great play, getting back there in coverage. Maybe Boswell's got to be sent out here for a field goal. Come on, Boswell. This is a huge kick, by the way. Huge kick. Or else the Panthers could take it to the other side. Kick is good. Boswell hit it. Great kick from Boswell. It barely turned at either way. I mean, what a kick. What a kick by Boswell. Wow. Wow, what a field goal. All right, guys, hang in there. 2 minutes. Gotta take a little walk. Gotta get some water. Thank y'all for watching. Little commercial break. Getting some water. Thank you guys for coming in here. Steelers up big right now. So, the game has surprised me because I did not expect the Steelers pass rush to be this good tonight. I did not expect Vince Williams to be this good. I also did not expect Carolina's defense to completely lose guys in coverage. I did not expect Carolina's defense to have no rush on the quarterback. Carolina's defense has been playing absolutely horrible tonight. It is a terrible, terrible effort by the Carolina defense. And the Steelers are just whipping them. And if the Steelers get one more stop, this could be 31-7. This could be a complete bloodbath. So this is a big drive by Cam Newton, but I am really surprised how terrible this Carolina front is at getting to the quarterback. There's no pressure on the quarterback. The holes in the secondary are ridiculous. The Steelers are schooling the Steelers are just schooling them with route concepts in this game. And Big Ben just has all day, and you can't cover Antonio Brown if you have all day. So really, Eric Washington is just getting absolutely abused. Oh, that's a block in the back. Come on. It should have been a block in the back right there. DJ Hayden with a nice hit, or Hayden who came from the Steelers. Carolina's still 6-2 though. Cam takes the snap. That's a really good throw. Is that DJ Moore? And he was brought down. I want to see actually who I'm starting in fantasy this week. If I started DJ Moore or I didn't start DJ Moore. Nope, I didn't start him, luckily. I didn't start DJ Moore. Thankfully. Thankfully, I did not. But my friend, I think, who does he have? And he might have Juju Smith-Schuster, the guy I'm playing against. He does, unfortunately. Oh, boy. That's a tough break. Good D by Pitt. Again, Panthers just trying to get to halftime here. Take a lot of short underneath routes. Awesome, awesome. I can't wait to have you in, brother. Can't wait. Can't wait to talk to you, man. Can't wait to do the stream. Third and 5. This is kind of a big play. Because you want to... Oh. Great protection. And that's just not good defense. I mean, Jarius Wright, such a dangerous, shifty player. That's a great call by North Turner. That is a great, great call by North right there. Huge, huge call to get him a first down. I like this. I would go 2-minute a little bit. You can also pound it to McCaffrey. That's not against the rules. Oh, what an interesting call. This could be a disaster. Got it back to the line of scrimmage. Steelers just happened to guess right. You know? Steelers happen to be in the right spot. Now you got to throw it twice. That play was a little bit tricky. Good job staying home by the Steelers. I was outthinking yourself. I didn't like that call at that stage of the game. I like this. I would get like an easy completion on the crosser. Look how back, on the right side the Steelers defensive backs are. Like, just get an easy crosser. Oh, that's perfect too. That's perfect. This Steelers defense is bend not break. It's a bad second. This isn't a good secondary. That's a great ball by Cam. It's funny how much he rocks back when he throws the football. Like, to me, like, that's pretty interesting. Cam in the shotgun. Cam with McCaffrey. Cam gonna throw it out. Oh, is that DJ Moore? Oof. DJ Moore. Fantasy guy. Ooh, DJ. DJ. Timeout, Pitt. Timeout. Okay. Gonna have to charge this puppy up pretty soon, guys. Find the charger. Charge this up pretty soon. All right. Taking this party. Hey, man. G-Man, thank you for coming in, brother. It's great to have another friend on the chat. Thank you. I need to talk to you, G-Man. Dude, I even want you to Skype me, man. I'm lonely on the chat, man. Appreciate ya coming in here. G-Man 409. My good old buddy from Rover Sports comes and joins me here on this. It's like a newborn baby, and I need to take care of the newborn baby, which is this channel. And oh man, you're like an ever adopted kind of father to me. So G-Man 409, thank you so much, pal, for coming in to help me out. Appreciate ya. I'm gonna take this party to go, G-Man 409. Please stay with me. I need you as my father, of course, in the new channel. All of you guys are in, this is the early stages of the channel. So Chiefman 409, I will never forget about you, son. As we are carrying the screen here, trying to not drop the camera. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! 4 people in the chat. 4. Thank you guys. We're talking Pittsburgh Steelers football. We're talking Carolina Panther football, and this channel is gonna grow. It is. This is a huge drive for Carolina. I'm really excited about it. You know what? I said I wouldn't drink any beer. I said I wouldn't have one beer. But you know what? Since we're in the infancy stages of this channel, I might need to drink a beer to get me through the night. What are they challenging about? What's the hooting and hollering going on out there? Huh? What is the challenge about? What is the challenge about? What could possibly be the challenge? Oh, it's the spot. It's the spot. Yo. You got James Conner? James Conner's a beast, and he has a touchdown. You must be winning your league, dude. Are you winning your league? G-Man, are you winning your league right now? I want to know that question. Are you winning your league? Dude, that's what I want to know. Okay? I want to know, are you winning your league? Because James Conner is unbelievable, but you got Cam here, so you need... Did Cam throw a touchdown on the first possession? He did to McCaffrey. Yeah. Who else you got on your team? I'm curious. I'm doing all right in some leagues. Do you have Mahomes? I mean, do you have any Kansas City Chiefs? Do you have 49ers? Or do you have any Chiefs? Do you have any Rams? Because if you have Chiefs and Rams, then you're going to have a pretty successful team. You know? I mean, because those are the successful ones in fantasy football. First and 10 for the guys. Oh, and you're in PPR? Oh, shit! Touchdown McCaffrey! Again! Oh, no! I traded McCaffrey, bro. I traded him, and he's killing it. Is this from Cam Newton, though? It is another pass. It's the exact same play that they ran to get another touchdown. Oh, my gosh. McCaffrey, no. Let me check on ESPN if I have McCaffrey. I traded McCaffrey and Joe Mixon for Todd Gurley. So I'm checking right now on ESPN. But yeah, McCaffrey and Cam are really, really special. It looks like Le'Veon Bell is coming back next week. Wow. Do you guys watch the Peyton Manning detail from the mind of Peyton Manning? That actually could be something worth paying for on ESPN. All this ESPN Plus kind of shit that they get you to spend your money on. And then look at this, an upset in the NBA. The Suns are up 15-5 on the Celtics, which makes no sense at all. But yeah, Todd Gurley is killing it. Like every week, Todd Gurley's the best running back in the NFL, dude. You know, he's the best fantasy back that you're going to have. I truly believe that. You know? Screen's frozen a little bit. But I think we're good. Yeah, Todd Gurley's really good. I'm checking. I can check my fantasy right now just to see, you know, how I'm doing. I'm actually in a league with Entertainer. I'm in a league with like a lot of other guys. You know, like, and next year, Big Blue for Life, we might have to do a. You know, we might have to do a joint fantasy league. I did not see this. I'm just catching up on my news for the day. Was Sean Payton talking shit to Marcus Peters? Let's see what he said. They were going to travel Marcus to him, and that was fine by us. We thought we really liked that matchup a lot. Tell Sean Payton to keep talking that shit. We going to see him soon, you feel me? Because I like what he was saying on the sidelines too. So tell him to keep talking that shit. I hope he see me soon, you feel me? Then we gonna have a good nice little bowl of gumbo together. I love it. But I think Sean Payton wasn't trying to possibly like get on dude, I don't even think that yeah, and by the way, all three of us are going to stream. You know, JC's not available tonight, but there's going to be nights where all three of us are going to be streaming. That's going to be the most ideal because then, of course, like then I don't have to carry like a lot of this shit. You know what I mean? And Entertainer's going to be on here as well, so it's not just going to be me. You know, Entertainer's even going to try to join me on Skype. It's around 9:30. He could be coming in around 9:40. So when the Entertainer comes on, he's going to be, you know, he's going to be talking to the chat too. And when he's on here, when he's going to be Skyping in, this shit's going to be amazing. In fact, I'm getting a call right now from the big boy himself. Let me see who's calling me. Let me answer the call. Yo, he's arrived.
We got everything synced up. I'm on the channel.
The Tane. I got to get you all squared away, okay?
Very good.
Hold on one second, man. But I want to put your audio in if I can. Hold on one second, okay?
Very good.
How's your night going?
It's going good, man. Just got home, excited to watch a football game with my friend. That's what this channel's all about. I'm excited to get this thing going. We've been talking about this channel for weeks, and
yes.
I'm excited that it's finally off the ground.
Okay, here we go, Skype. All right, Chris, go ahead and talk for me, bud.
What's poppin'?
I think you guys should be able to hear them. All right, so right now they can hear you. I'm gonna now attempt to put you into the live stream. Okay. You got it? Hold on. Sorry about that. That didn't work perfectly. Okay, hold on. Chris, so what do you think of this game so far?
I mean, to be honest with you, so far, all I've known about the game is hearing it from you. I was at work waiting in my work truck, but I just got back. I see the score at 24-14. I'm a little surprised by that. Carolina has a pretty good defense. I didn't think they'd let up 24 points in the first half, and it looks like the Steelers are driving for potentially more here.
And you know that McCaffrey, you know what happened with McCaffrey? He got another touchdown.
Yeah, I just saw that. He's got about 115 combined yards with 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah.
And Ben just unleashed a bomb to Brown, and he is gone. 55 yards for the touchdown.
You're ahead of me. You're ahead of me, man.
31-14 Steelers, and I am shocked right now.
What
this is the real deal right now.
Hey, Chris, I got you on here, buddy. You are on. Hold on. Can you see yourself?
I don't care. I'm looking at you on the Skype, so I can't see the actual channel. Right? Actually, I could pull it up on my.
Go on YouTube. Go on YouTube, man.
Yeah, I'll pull it up on my.
To have another buddy in here, man. I can't tell you how great it is to have you here.
Yeah, you know what? Let me get my work phone. I'll pull it up on the phone. That way, I can see the chat if anybody is asking me anything. Hold on.
Okay. The big tame dog is in the house. Yeah, and then you can also tell me. You can also tell me how. You know, like what's it called, Chris? Do you have,
I'm just trying to get my charger so my phone doesn't die.
Do you have weird air conditioning going on in your house or something that makes a buzzing noise?
Hold on 1 second.
We're seeing the background here to the Tanner's workplace. Where all the magic happens.
All right.
Yes.
I'm just gonna pull the YouTube up on the computer.
This looks really good. This looks really, really good.
Yeah, I can't see the chat right now because I see you, and I don't want to pull the YouTube because then I'm gonna hear the volume from the YouTube. So if anybody's asking me questions, please feel free to let me know. But I'm just excited to get this channel underway because, I mean, we've been talking about this for weeks now, and we're finally getting to do this. And it's a dream of ours. I mean, the mission of this channel, I think we both agree, is to eventually be able to stream together, all 3 of us. We all move into the same area, and we all get to stream on a weekly basis. We get to watch games together, and we get to live our dream. And that's talking sports.
I would love to have you right here. I would love to have you right here, man. Right beside me streaming. Is that an after-work beer for you?
I have my after-work beer, my during-work beer, my pre-work beer. I got a beer all times throughout the day, but especially when I'm watching sports.
I am jealous that you're able to drink and not really be like a alcoholic. It says video output is low. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Viewers will experience buffering issues.
Are people in the chat complaining?
No, it just, I'm watching on, it says video output is low. Maybe,
okay.
What, do you do it on your laptop or something?
What are you talking about, the Skype?
Yes. Yeah, well, you have 2 monitors, don't you?
Yeah. I'm right now, I'm Skyping you on the laptop.
Okay, what eventually could happen is I wonder if we can switch it off, like, eventually, because you probably can get the stream key for Insomnia Sports, and then, like, if we wanted to do the second half, we can do it, like, where I can join your Skype page.
Whatever you want to do.
We'll see what the chat says.
Do we got? I'm pulling up. I'm just worried my phone's gonna die, but I'm pulling it up now.
Blue 409 is in the chat. This is an important 2-point thing. I mean, I think that this might be the biggest output maybe that the Steelers have ever had throwing the ball in the first half.
Big Blue 409's in the chat. I love Big Blue 409. Tunes into all my my videos, my live streams. Great subscriber. I know he's a subscriber of yours as well. I am a big fan of Big Blue
409.
G-Men, rather. Yeah, well, yeah, he's a great subscriber, too.
409. Craig Olson's killing it, though. He's getting a lot of catches.
I'm just trying to pull up the channel here so I could see the chat. And
see how we look. I mean, the picture is perfect. It's just, you know, whether this whole thing can buffer appropriately.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up now. I just want to make sure my volume's off so they don't get the... Oh, I see we got a few more subscribers. We're growing. We're in our infancy stage.
We have 4 people watching. I'm telling you, this video too is going to attract some people. I think, man.
Yeah, no, there's I'm looking at it now. There's definitely you could see my face is still, at least on my phone, and my voice is going, but you don't see my mouth moving.
Oh shoot! How about now? Now I can see you moving a little bit.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it now. There's definitely you can see my face is still, at least on my phone, and my voice is going, but you don't see my mouth moving. Okay, G-Man 49 says it's going good. So if it's going good, then we'll roll with it. Looks good, fellas. Sounds good. We're just waiting on the chat. All right, so let's just jump into it. We got to.
Are you kidding me? We'll try our best.
Yeah, we're gonna try our best. We'll usually stream on my laptop, but I got home as you guys know, who's ever a subscriber of my channel, I work late. So on Thursday night, Spencer's always gonna start off the first half, and I will jump in the second half. We're gonna have JC on the channel every now and again, which I'm really looking forward to on Thursday nights, but mainly that will be on Football Sundays. You'll have all 3 of us in the chat, and that is gonna be terrific. As Spencer said, I don't know who was in the chat earlier, we are gonna be doing NFL previews to every game during the week. I'm really looking forward to this channel, and it's a dream of ours for it to take off. Of course, we're going to still maintain all of our individual channels. I'm still going to put in just as much work as I have been to my Giants and Knicks content, but this is going to be just a broad sports channel that I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, the reason I'm looking forward to it is because we're going to be able to interact with the viewers, but it's really a dream. Like, if I was a viewer, I would love that every big-time game you can rely on me, you, and JC to pretty much be covering the game, like, as it happens live. You know,
I'm watching this catch by Antonio Brown. I mean, first off, he gets away with a push-off. I don't even think that's a debate. But this guy, let me tell you something about Antonio Brown. Who does he remind you of, like an all-time great receiver? When I watch this guy play, he reminds me a lot of Jerry Rice because he has exceptional route running ability. And he impeccable hands. I'm not saying he's as good as Jerry Rice, but I think he's the closest thing to Jerry Rice since Rice retired. That's how good I think this guy is.
How about Randy Moss?
Well, Randy Moss was taller, right? Randy Moss was 6.
I got a good one. Marvin Harrison.
I think he's better than Marvin Harrison. I think Marvin Harrison was a big product of that Colt offensive Peyton Manning. Marvin Harrison was great. But I think
Marvin Harrison has speed, great route running, pretty similar though.
No, that's a good comparison.
But I don't think that was a push-off though, because it looked like those two were jawing. You know, we're holding. You know, the one guy was grabbing the hand, the other guy was grabbing the hand. You know.
By the way, I want to thank everybody who. Looks like a fumble here, and the Panthers are going to come up with it. I think McCaffrey's doing everything tonight. He's coming up with the fumble recoveries.
You're so ahead of me, man.
Let me pause the TV. Hold on, that way we're synced up.
Yeah, I'd like to be synced.
What are we about? What do you think, about 5-6 seconds off?
So right now I'm seeing Cam get sacked on mine.
Okay, I just paused it. I just saw Cam get sacked on the replay fumble.
TJ Watt, well, there's 2 fumbles. I'm gonna tell you exactly when the ball gets snapped.
Okay.
Okay, for me. Are you paused or what are you doing?
I paused it for a good 5 seconds, and now.
So, Cam's now warming up on the sidelines.
Yeah. Now they're showing the replay again.
Yes. Now
okay.
I'm seeing the replay.
I'm gonna pause it for 2 more seconds, and I think
that's a dead fumble, by the way.
I think we're synced up now, and that's a fumble. His arm's not coming forward yet.
Yeah.
But I want to thank everybody who is coming into the live chat. I really appreciate it. We're just starting this channel up now, and we don't expect many people to view our first live stream, but we're just trying to get this channel off the ground.
Look at John G. Holy crap, Tainer. Dude, just having you in the chat. You're like a hot girl to a freaking chat. I'm not saying that you're a girl, but you get what I'm freaking saying, dude. It's unbelievable. So
what can I
see McCaffrey catching, and I see him getting tackled.
McCaffrey, I got to tell you something about McCaffrey. This guy, he's better than I thought he was going to be at the NFL level. I mean, he is unbelievable. He's one of the top 5 backs in the league already. Which is shocking because he's a white guy. When's the last time you saw a great white running back? Yeah, not to get racial, but
Peyton Hillis.
Peyton Hillis was great for about a half a season.
Wait, hold on. There has to be another one. Not Thomas Jones. Thomas Jones wasn't white.
No, not even close. I'm trying to think. Well, I mean, if you go way back, there's some, but I'm saying in recent history. But McCaffrey is just
John Riggins or Y.A. Tittle or shit like that.
Yeah, but McCaffrey.
Yeah. Who is the last good white? What
there's a good one. There's a good one by G-Men 409, Mike Allstott. That is a good one.
Oh
He was a fullback, of course, but they played him like a running back.
Yeah, the fullback.
That was a dynamic backfield they had there with him and Warrick Dunn in Tampa Bay.
Well, they did. Who was the guy? Jacob Hester. Do you remember Jacob Hester at all from the Denver Broncos? He played at LSU.
I don't. I think you're making him up. I've never heard of him in my life.
No, he's real. He's real. Jacob Hester. He's a Denver Bronco. Who? Gosh. Well, you think of fullbacks, right? But yeah, a dynamic.
Well, there was that guy in the 49ers I remember from the 90s. Rathman was it, or I forget his name. It started with an R, his last name, but he was a pretty good running back for a fullback. There was another guy in the Cowboys too.
God, have the Redskins had a white running back? Taysom Hill's the closest thing.
There's a pick.
Pick.
Oh my God! I did not see this coming. I did not see this coming. I really thought the Panthers. Oh, they called it incomplete. But
Cam Newton. How do you know?
Well, because I see 4th and 21.
Off the field, you still might not be synced up, but dude. Cam Newton, and that's Tremaine Edmonds' brother Terrell. He should have had that ball. Cam's loose and wild tonight.
He's got to come up with that. He's got to come up with that pick.
Turning the ball over. Look at Mike. I like Mike Tomlin as a motivator. When things are going well, Mike Tomlin does have a pretty tight ship.
So I got to question everybody in the chat. Who did you guys? I mean, I'm shocked at the score. It's 31-14. I thought it was going to be a very competitive game, and it still might be. We got a whole second half of football to play. But who did you guys think was going to win this game? I actually thought, and I know a lot of people have the Steelers because they're at home. They play great at home. Thursday night football, this, that, the other thing. But I really thought that the Panthers were going to come in here and win. And I definitely thought it was going to be a competitive game. I am shocked by the way this game is going right now.
Are you shocked at how terrible the Panthers' defense is?
I mean, it's a combination of both. I mean, the offense, Cam threw a pick. He just almost threw another one there.
But he also has no time. So I don't think the offense has literally been terrible. I mean, he's been under pressure all night long. Yeah, the Steelers' defense has looked a lot better. But I think the real shocker to me is how amazing this offense has been for the Steelers. Because I got to see, Big Ben might have thrown for like 200 yards in this first half.
Do you think, let me ask you a question, Spencer.
Yes, ask me one.
Do you think if the Steelers start to roll, say what are they now, 6-2-1? So say
giving them the dub, but here, get it out of your hands. Oh, that's a good play.
Great play call. Nice one. Oh, he was down.
He was down. Let's go.
So the Steelers got one timeout there.
I love the Steelers offense. It's the anti-Giants.
Clock running here. They got 45 seconds. You only got one timeout. They better hurry up here. They got it on their own 25. Ben in the shotgun. Ben in the shotgun. Empty backfield. He's got 2 wide left, 2 wide right.
Great tackle and that's a
gotta use your timeout here. No, you gotta use your time.
Yeah, I agree. That terrible clock management.
Terrible clock management. We got 2nd 8. Clock still rolling. We're at 24, 23, 22. And they're not going to get in field goal range here. Ben back to pass, shotgun looking, rolls up the clock.
Spike it!
No, timeout.
Oh, yeah, timeout. What? No timeout!
they don't call the timeout, they're going to go into the half.
Are you kidding me? What?
They called it with 3 seconds left.
You gotta be shitting me, Tomlin. Just when I was giving you credit.
What a waste of a timeout there.
How could you not do that?
But no, the question
That was so stupid. They could have gotten a Hail Mary off or something.
The question I was going to ask you, Spence, because we all know this is halftime at this point. 1 second left, they're going to kneel. But the question I was going to ask you, if the Steelers now say they win this game, they get the 6-2-1. You got what are the Patriots 7-2? You got the Chiefs at 8-1. Let's hypothetically say the Steelers roll the rest of the season and they could somehow get that 2 seed. I'm not expecting them to get the 1. Say they could jump the Pats. Say they get the 2. Do you see them being able to beat because they never beat the Patriots in the playoffs? Could you see them beating the Patriots if they get the home field advantage this year? In the 2-3 matchup.
Could I see the Steelers beating the Patriots?
In Pittsburgh, if they could get the home field.
I absolutely could see that happening.
Because they never beat them. They never beat the Patriots. It seems like every year they play them in the playoffs, they lose.
Well, the point is that it would be at Heinz Field. I think that the Patriots defense has major holes. And it really comes down to T.J. Watt because T.J. Watt is a difference maker. J.J. Watt's brother. He's almost. I'm not saying he's better than J.J. Watt. He's a great player. The Steelers have never had defense. If they can get a pass rush, the game has to be at home. Then I would start to believe.
Right.
In fact, the Steelers then could maybe make the Super Bowl. If they get the 2nd seed, I would maybe trust that defense over Kansas City's. It might just be the Steelers' year, especially with how they're playing tonight. I did not expect them to blow out well, I expected them to beat the Panthers, but Big Ben's looking so impressive tonight that you got to give Pittsburgh their due. And if they continue to roll the rest of the division, this is such an incredible rise from where Pittsburgh was at the beginning of the season. Remember, Pittsburgh lost to who did they lose to? They played the.
Well, they tied with the Browns at the beginning.
The Browns
in a game that they should have lost. I'm looking at the chat here. Fat Matt says that they possibly could. Oh, my phone just died. All right, so I'm gonna have to charge my phone so I can respond to the chat. But I'm just gonna keep
in the playoffs in Pittsburgh. But I'm gonna pull up the Steelers.
Hold on 1 second. I'm just taking my headphones off so I can charge my phone.
Sure. And thanks for asking me questions, Tanner. I gotta ask you some questions too. Gosh, they sucked at the beginning of the year. Remember, we were like, "Is Big Ben done?" and stuff like that.
Actually, you know what I could do? I just thought about it. I could pull up the YouTube channel, and then I could just mute the YouTube channel so I could talk to you because I want to be able to respond to the chat.
Oh yeah, that's what I do pretty much every time.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me just pull that up.
Right now.
But yeah, I'm sorry. What were you just saying? I just wanted to charge my phone so I could respond to everybody.
I said the Steelers are losing. I said the Steelers lost at the beginning of the year by a lot.
Right.
That's what I said. And I benched DJ Moore in fantasy, but I said the Steelers got off to a rocky start.
Wait. Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
How big is your fantasy league that you're considering starting DJ Moore?
Oh, yeah, the Chiefs beat the Steelers, okay? And then the Ravens kicked the crap out of the Steelers at Heinz Field, if you remember.
Right.
My fantasy league, well, first of all, my team, since I'm starting DJ Moore, my team absolutely sucks. That's one thing I have to tell you. I'm 0-8.
Right. By the way, I'm looking at the chat. There is definitely, I'm just like a frozen image right now.
Yeah, it looks like you're frozen, but my team is freaking horrible. That's why DJ Moore's even obtainable. Here, are you moving again?
Do you want me to try to do it on my computer? Maybe it'll come out better.
You're moving a little bit.
Oh, am I? I'm just trying to set it up so.
Hey, you're moving like when I watch you on the Wirecast. Are you moving?
I moved a little bit, but it seems to be very glitchy.
Of course.
All right. I'm trying to move.
I don't think it could be perfect. I mean, was it good with mine when I was doing it? I mean,
Yeah, no, yeah, he says, yeah, you guys are lagging around. See, when I did it on my computer, it doesn't seem to, like when I do it with Bad Dog, it doesn't glitch like this. But it might be your internet connection. I have no idea.
Hold on. Nah, I'm on the right internet access.
All right, well, just keep talking. I apologize for the lag,
It
guys.
could be yours. I mean, I think it could be a good opportunity to bounce to the to yours.
You want to try it out? I mean, I got to set everything up. It takes a little time.
We'll just start setting it up.
Okay, you keep talking. I'll start setting it up.
Perfect. And then you guys will follow us around. Chris, you want to leave the Skype then, and we'll talk to you in a bit?
Yeah, I'll leave the Skype. I'll get everything set up. I'm gonna have you Skype in, and it's gonna look similar. You're gonna have to give me the key and everything, though.
But you can log in and get the key. Just go on our Google Doc. Do you have your email? Mark Wahlberg's out in Pittsburgh right now. It's pretty cool. But do you have my Gmail information?
I'll take a look. I'll try to figure it out. I'm gonna back out now because I don't want to keep lagging, but we will figure it out.
Okay, Chris. It was good talking though. We still did well, man. All right, I'll talk to you, man.
I'll be right back. I'll have it set up.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Apologies for the possible lagging. Again, this isn't perfect product, but hopefully you guys can appreciate the effort that me and Chris the Entertainer try to bring to each and every stream. I hope you guys can appreciate that. We have a really nice audience size in now for halftime, and it's really fun talking to Chris and obviously getting his perspective. He was making fun of me for DJ Moore. Look at Mark Wahlberg wearing the Timbs. Mark Wahlberg, 5'9", 5'10" guy. He is just a complete beast at everything that he does. He's killing halftime right here with Michael Strahan. But Chris the Entertainer is going to be back. And yes, my fantasy team does suck that I'm starting DJ Moore or contemplating starting him. I also have Corey Davis. Derrick Henry's a fantasy bust that I picked. Jerick McKinnon got hurt. So I made a lot of mistakes along the way. But it's been a really fun live stream. I'm really impressed by the Steelers. I mean, after they lost to the Ravens, I thought that this Steelers team was done. Then they barely beat Ryan Fitzpatrick. And now they're coming out. And now they're absolutely destroying teams. And they're just picking up momentum. They beat the Ravens. They are, I think, on like a 5 or 6 game winning streak. Big Ben, Juju Smith-Schuster. This offense looks so dynamic. But really the defense is what's really impressive with Keith Butler as they're really getting the people. They're playing aggressive defense at home. And you look at the Steelers' rest of their schedule, it's going to look really good for the Pittsburgh Steelers coming up for the rest of the schedule. So you guys go and subscribe. We are going to be doing a lot of primetime games on this channel. And you guys, again, can subscribe or ask questions around. But, I think Carolina has a chance to get back in the second half. But man, oh man, it might be pretty difficult with the way that Pittsburgh is playing defensively. That's really the shocker of the century is the Steelers and how well they are playing football. So thank you guys for coming into the chat. Thank you. And maybe we could check out the second half line, or I'll give you guys some. Let me give you guys some stats at the half right now. Cam Newton, 16 of 22. He should have had 2 interceptions, 157. McCaffrey, 9 carries for 60 yards, but he also has 4 receptions for 58 yards and 2 touchdowns, so that's going to kill in fantasy football. Then you have Big Ben. He's thrown for 233 yards, 12 of 13. Big Ben's arm is just incredible. He's still as mobile as ever. I don't know what kind of drugs he's using to still be as good as ever. Who knows? James Conner with a touchdown. Juju and Antonio Brown. Big Ben's maybe one of the greatest first half performances we've ever seen from this guy. 233 yards. He's on pace to throw for 500 damn yards in this game. Big Ben, I mean, he's putting his hat in the ring for an MVP vote. If the Steelers get the number 2 seed, he's going to be a top 8 player for the MVP. The quarterback play is ridiculous, and I've also noticed a trend that on Thursday Night Football, it's pretty crazy how high-scoring Thursday night football is. Because you remember the Rams and the Vikings game. That game was super high-scoring. Last week, Deshaun Watson had his 5-touchdown performance. The other week, we had Denver score like 35 on the Arizona Cardinals in a dog-shit Thursday night football game. So next week, we're going to have, I think, like Seattle and somebody next Thursday. I got to look up who's playing next Thursday. But that game, I think, like, if you've taken the overs for all of those games, then, I think that you probably would have been in the money, because I was so dumb to take the under. I thought it would be an ugly, ugly game. But really, teams don't really play that much defense anymore in the NFL. Like, that's the one trend that I'm noticing, is that teams are really bad at D. And if Carolina's defense, especially in the back end, if they're not going to get any better, then Eric Washington might end up getting fired if this defense sucks. Because Fitzpatrick threw 4 touchdowns last week on Carolina. Carolina's just been in shootouts all year. And just because you have Kawan Shorter's good at stopping the run doesn't mean that your defense in the back end is going to be good at all. So Carolina, really shitty defense that Carolina's been playing in this first half. And that's the startling thing, is that you got a Juju bomb, you got an Antonio Brown bomb. I mean, it's just been absolutely an absurd barrage by the Pittsburgh Steelers. 12 of 13 for Big Ben Roethlisberger in this game. And Pittsburgh now, like, when you look at Pittsburgh's schedule, could Pittsburgh possibly beat the Patriots out for the number 2 seed? The Steelers go to Jacksonville. That's a dead win. Steelers go to the Denver Broncos. I believe they can win that game. They play the Chargers at home, Raiders. Then they host the Patriots. So if they win out, the problem is they do go to the Saints one of the last weeks of the season, and they play the Bengals. So after this game, what are the Steelers going to be? They're going to be, and they also have that weird-ass tie break, so they're going to need a little bit of help. They're going to need the Patriots to slip down the way. I still think it's likely that the Patriots can honestly win the division, though. I think it's still, I still believe that the Patriots can get the number 2 seed over the Steelers, and if that's going to be the case, then you're going to have Steelers-Patriots, I believe, in the second round. And if the Steelers have to go to Foxborough and play up there, they're not going to win unless their defensive line plays well. That's the only way the Steelers are going to win. It's all about their defensive line, and it's all about if they can play well or not. Because I don't see them going to Foxborough. I don't see them winning. But this is a hell of a performance here as we are getting ready for the second half. Welcome into Insomnia Sports. We'll restream live all the freaking time. So subscribe to this channel. Again, if you guys love live sports, if you guys love football, please subscribe. We're going to be on here all the time. This is your home for live sports. NBA going on tonight. We got some interesting stuff. So the entertainer, he went to go and pull up the Skype, and Tanner is now part of Insomnia. We are now one full body, basically, which is kind of creepy. But the entertainer basically is controlling now our comment chat. You understand, because when we were buffering before it, Pittsburgh gets the rock. Oh my gosh, that could smell more trouble for the Carolina Panthers. So yes, this game could be very over very, very quickly if Carolina doesn't get a stop. But what do you guys think? You guys think halftime's too long? I mean, college football knows. Getting a call now on Skype. Calling me straight.
Yeah, I just wanted to call you real quick. I'm assuming I need you to end the stream so I could start it up real quick right back again.
Oh yeah, of course. So we're not dueling. Okay.
Yeah. So just end the stream. Just let everybody in the chat know we're ending the stream for literally 2 minutes. You're gonna Skype me. I'm gonna get you video on my monitor, and then we'll go live real quick.
Second halftime.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys heard it there, didn't you? Hold on, Tanner. Let me hang up from you, bud. All right, guys, you heard it there. Please please do us a favor. We're going to be ending this live stream, guys, and then you know what we're going to be doing? We're going to be ending the live stream, and then you know what's going to be happening. I don't know if you guys are ready for what's going to happen. What's going to end up happening is that we're going to be going on the entertainers. It's going to be me and Tanner then. You're going to get both of us. It's going to be buffering beautifully, hopefully. And thank you guys for hanging out with me, though. It's been a lot of fun hosting you guys solo. But now my friend Chris, the entertainer, is going to take the hosting role, and I'll be joining him in a second. Again, we will be live in 2 minutes, so please stay patient. Stay on our page. We will flash back in a second.